Hey, welcome back. Got another nice stack of comics to show off today. So let's dig in. First up, I've got The Last Ronin, #1. It's a comic shop find. I was surprised to find this one. TMNT The Last Ronin, 2023, first printing. Pencils and inks by Esau and Isaac Escorza. Beautiful artwork. Just gorgeous stuff. I highlighted the last issue that I found. Can't remember where I found that one. So now the hunt is on to find the other ones. Yeah, nice. Okay. Next I've got from DC Vertigo, The Invisibles #4. Oh. It's got a card insert. Can't really read it because the seal of the sleeve it's in is obscuring the text on the back. But it's a trading card of some sort. That's cool. I was wondering why there was a stitch in the middle here. Now I know why. The Invisibles 4, December 1994. Published monthly by DC Comics. Nice clean pages. Let's find a page where, where the character is not swearing. I remember this when it came out. It was somewhat controversial in that it was a DC comic, but the characters actually swore in it. Which was a big deal back in the 90s for a somewhat mainstream book. Okay, I think that one's okay. Yeah, nice clean pages, colors pop. So a little bit of schmutz on the cover. There's something going on the back page there. Sorry, Tom Cruise, you've got lines going across your face. I don't know if it was against something or it could just be. Quite frankly, I think it is. Yeah. So it's an indentation because there's the rest of that sleeve that had the card is in the back. And so what's happened, yeah, you see it on the front as well. So it's actually created an indentation on the front and back cover because of the thickness of this card. So, I mean, that could be pressed out if I wanted to bake the book, but overall it's actually not too bad despite that. I don't know if the camera's going to actually pick that up. Guess it all depends on how the light hits it. Oh, okay, there you can kind of see it. There you go. So that's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. There's a little bit of a ding in the lower corner here. Again, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. But otherwise, not too bad at all for a mid-90s book. Next up, and this was a very surprising find at a flea market, Harrier Comics presents Red Fox. Red Fox Volume 1, Number 5, September 1986. Published by Harrier Publishing out of Great Britain. England, to be more precise. Just as the commercial printers. Distributed by Titan, so Titan's been around a while. And this was actually in a poly bag that didn't have a board in the back, and that's kind of what caught my eye. Oh, Titan, okay. This is a UK book. What's it doing in a flea market bin with North American comic books? And I kind of half recognize the title of the book, Red Fox. So definitely something to scoop up. Printed in black and white inside. Nice clean artwork. Stylized. Kind of, the artwork style kind of reminds me of Elf Lord. Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, nice surprise. Let's see, artwork by... Just says color separations. Does it have a breakdown of who does what? Story and art by Fox. Could you be more vague? Probably not. But yeah, nice little find. It's got a few beauty marks. You know, solid black, you're probably going to find that, especially from a comic from the 80s. But yeah, cool. Next one I picked up again at a flea market, 100% because of the cover. You know, just in case, you know, stopping by for a coffee or something and Benicio del Toro happens to be in the line with me, we can get him to sign this book. Star Wars. Star Wars DJ Most Wanted, variant cover, photo variant cover. A little bit of scuffing on it, but not too bad overall. Star Wars The Last Jedi, DJ Most Wanted #1, March 2018. Penciler Kevin Walker. Inker Mark Deering. Nice clean pages. Yeah. Nice surprising find. But yeah, 100% because of the cover. Great actor. Next up, we've got Mr. X #14, from Vortex. It's a Canadian publisher. I've shown some Vortex books in the past. Let's see. Mr. X number 14. I believe that says August 1989. Either says 89 or 95. I need to buy another pair of cheap glasses. Maybe it says 85. Yeah, I'll have to look this one up. Okay, well, it says 88 on the cover right there, so let's go with that. Let's see. Illustrated by Rodney Dunn. Dave McKean did the cover. Definitely different artwork on the inside. I was gonna say it's like Corbusier, but I'm not as sharp on my fine art eras as I used to be. But yeah, cool stuff. Happy to find this one. Yeah, flea market. Next I've got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 50. I'm just letting the light hit it. You can see any big creases or that sort of thing happening on it. Yeah, nice cover. It's got a ding on the corner at the bottom there. A couple of ticks, color break ticks. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Volume 1, number 50. August 1986, 1988. Wow, I really need to get a new pair of glasses. No date on the cover. I'll let you decide. Is that 86 or 88? Larry Hama script. He was the G.I. Joe guy. Rod Wiggum pencils. The Battle of Springfield. Again, nice clean pages. Coloring seems a little weak though. Light. Maybe it's just because it's coming off of Mr. X with the heavy coverage. I've also used the fairly rough screen on this, probably an 85 line screen. Pre-digital. So when I'm talking about 85 line screen, it would be when they're converting the color from continuous tone to something that can be printed on an offset printer or printing press. 85 line is fairly coarse. And you can see the dot even with these crappy glasses. Still a nice book, clean pages. yeah, just happy to find this. It's got a couple of beauty marks, like I said, on the spine. It's got some ticks. It's not too bad, though. Nice flea market find. This one, I believe, was from a dollar bin. Baltimore, Year of Monsters. Magnolia cover. Baltimore, Dr. Lescovar's Remedy #1, June 2012. Published by Dark Horse Comics. Art by Ben Stenbeck. Nice stuff. Very moody looking. The color palette. Still nice stuff though, huh? Yeah, cool. Fairly clean. Yeah. A couple of dings on the spine, but I don't see any color breaks, especially with full coverage on the back. Yeah. Nice. No color breaks at all. There's a little bit of a printing flaw there. A little bit of a dimple. Yeah, nice. This was also a comic shop find. Jennifer Blood, 001. From Dynamite. Jennifer Blood, Volume 2, #1, first printing. 2021. Nice full coverage. I don't think I'll show that one. A lot of ads. That's cool. Excuse me. It's a violent one. Whoa! It's definitely a violent one. Wow. It's got a gallery of the the various covers. Just trying to find another spread that isn't too gory. That'll do. Yeah. Happy to find that one. I'd seen it highlighted on a couple of YouTube videos lately. So, next one, going back a couple of years. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And this is what really caught my eye, because it was so different than what Dark Horse Comics usually has on their covers. Cool back cover. Rawr! That might be the thumbnail for this video. Whoa. issue first, though. Godzilla King of the Monsters Special #1, August 1987. Published by Dark Horse Comics. Printed in black and white inside, but oh man, check that out. That is glorious. Glorious. Bit of a sketchy style, some of the pages, but wow. Very dynamic. As I've mentioned in the past, I'm a fan of just seeing the black and white line work. Cool stuff. So this was, I guess, wow, it's also got a photo gallery in the back. I'm guessing this was to celebrate anniversary. Look at that. Isn't that cool? "30 Years of Godzilla." Pencils Steve Bissett and Ron Randall. And it's got a fairly lengthy article by Steve Bissett in the back. 30 Years of Godzilla. Very cool. Yeah. Flea market find. Okay, next. We've got Classics Illustrated, #48. David Copperfield. And this one is in surprisingly nice condition. I mean, there's some discoloration along the spine and the back. Bumps and creases. The stitching looks to me as though it might have been replaced off because the staple is actually over a bit, but I don't know, it looks to me as though there might have been original staples actually on the fold, and it was restitched. But yeah, it's had some loving. Classics Illustrated #48 by Gilbert and Company, Inc. 1948, 1969. Yeah, so this is a comic from 1969, I do believe. David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. Comic book adaptation. Very happy to find this one. Very surprised to find this one. Fairly coarse screen used on this, and the registration isn't that great, but you know, as I've pointed out in the past, they banged these out. But yeah, registration on this page is newspaper funny section quality, where the registration is off just enough to make everything look fuzzy. Very cool. Don't think it'll actually have who did the art. Nice, but it's a fairly substantial, it's a good thickness. Nice cardstock. But yeah, very happy to find this one. Flea market. And next I've got Voltron Defender of the Universe, number 0, from Image. I remember watching this show when I was a kid. Voltron Defender of the Universe, Volume 1, number 0, May 2003, published by Image Comics. Pencils by Mark Brooks. Wow, really nice artwork. Very nice. There's the big guy himself. Whoops. If you're not familiar, Voltron was the giant robot that was made up of several smaller robots wielding a big sword. See if I can... Yeah, so... Nice gallery page there, but you can see down here the 5 robots that when they all join together become Voltron. It's very cool stuff. Very happy to find this, even though it's a later publication through Image. And next up I've got number 1 of the official movie adaptation. Excuse me for a moment. Get a dry mouth. Take 2. The official movie adaptation of Hook, book 1 of 4. Grabbed this one off of an online auction. Hook Volume 1, Number 1, 1992, published by Marvel Comics. Got a number of different artists on this one. So instead of reading it out, I'll just show you the page. This is the adaptation of the movie that starred Robin Williams as a grown-up Peter Pan and Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook. I think Julia Roberts played Tinkerbell in the movie. Yeah. Surprised to see this one. It's in really good condition, too. It's got a couple of ticks along the spine, but I don't see any color breaks. Nice pointy covers, or cover corners. Yeah. Nice. And coming to the end, I've got The Adventures of Jerry Lewis, number 91. Got a little bit of damage on the cover there. Somebody had a small snack. It's got quite a few beauty marks along the spine, color tick and color break ticks. A little rough. The Adventures of Jerry Lewis, number 91, November-December 1965. Published bi-monthly by National Periodical Publications. That would eventually become DC Comics. Art by Bob Oxner. The Cockeyed World of Witchcraft. Ooh. Ooh. Big tear on this page. That's unfortunate. Just trying to find a... Oh, there we go. So this one's had a bit of a life. Torn page. Oh. Detached center spread. Let's see. 10, 11. Fortunately, with some of these older books, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yeah, I was just... the page numbers are actually printed. Just making sure it's complete, at least. Ooh. Yeah, I believe this one was also online auction with a bunch of other books. Maybe I'm just laughing at the anytime I see ads for anything Big Daddy, just makes me chuckle. G.I. Joe Club ad on the inside back cover. Those were the days. And Aurora ad on the back from 65. So you could get a model kit of Jack Dempsey, into boxing, or you could get a model kit of Babe Ruth. Don't see that too often from Aurora. Cool. And this was also a flea market find, I believe. Yeah, flea market find. The Adventures of Tintin. Tintin in Tibet. Trade. Printed in English, full color. Artwork copyright 1960. Copyright renewed 1984. Paperback edition published in 2012. It's a little bit dog-eared on the bottom there. Don't open it too wide. I want to crack the spine. Overall in pretty good condition, but it's got some beauty marks to it. It's been loved. And enjoyed. But yeah, cool find. Happy to find this one. Right. How am I doing for time? Dragging on a little bit. Okay, well, I found a little golden book. 25 center. Maverick. This one has not been taken care of. The printed cover is actually coming away from the cardboard backing on the front and the back. I have to be a little bit careful with this, more so than usual. Okay. So Hastings Resource Center, Inc. in Hastings, Ontario. If you're looking for your Maverick book, I've got it. Copyright 1959 by Warner Brothers Pictures. Published simultaneously in Quebec by the Musin Book Company of Toronto. That's the only date I see on this. There's no barcode. And it's a completely different back ad than what you usually see. This one's a golden stamp book ad. Cool. It's got a little bit of condensation damage on the bottom of the pages, but discoloration. Yeah. Cool stuff. Very surprised to find this one. Flea market find. But yeah, I gotta be fairly careful with this one. And then, like I say, I don't see any other dates. And, what did I say? 59? Yeah, copyright 59. So yeah, I don't see any evidence of like first printing or any additional copyrights. But if I look on the back, I would probably have to do a little bit of research on some of these other books. But on the back inside cover, they list a bunch of books and then they highlight a bunch of characters. And normally with the later little golden books that I've found, you'll see Sesame Street characters. Well, I don't believe Sesame Street was around in 59, but it would have been on later. But you see Disney characters, Bambi, Mickey Mouse, as well as some of the earlier characters that were highlighted in the little golden books. But I mean, I could probably find out by looking to see, like for instance, the last one that's listed here is D81, but there's also issue 363, Scuffy the Tugboat. So I could look that up and see when that was first printed, because it wouldn't be advertised in here if it hadn't been published yet. I don't believe. And just do a little bit of research and figure it out from there whether this is a first or second printing. But I could also check to see if there are any books that were sold for less than 25 cents, because that's what's printed on the cover as the price. So there are a couple of ways that I can figure it out, but not right now and not today. And that's pretty well it for this time. I've got a couple of other books, but I'll hold off because this video is dragging on a little bit. But yeah, so that's all I've got for you today. Thank you very much for checking it out. Let me know if any of these books inspired you to go out and do a dig for yourself, either at a flea market, comic shop, online auction, wherever. And yeah, feel free to do all of that YouTube stuff. Subscribe, like, and yeah, until next time, enjoy the dig, man. Cheers.